Wow.
This sound international right here.
No.
Real Eli Caliente.
Very
He's hot.
about.
But y'all niggas didn't know.
All right. And we're rolling. 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
All right, I don't know how far we are into this. It is 5 minutes, 14 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Random on repeat.
that's right.
Random on repeat.
Random. On repeat as always.
And as always, I'm Kmart,
Your boy Pope.
Roby.
and we have a guest. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hi, my name is Dan.
He clearly didn't know this was a black podcast.
My name is Dan, and I want to tell you about your Lord Savior.
Right? Gotta sound like he's about to sell us some insurance. All right. First of all, of course, thank you all for all the love you give, for all the likes and the subscribes. Again, I know a lot of people always hit me in my inbox. You can't comment on the videos after you like them. We don't mind.
Please comment. On
Yeah,
the videos.
you can leave your comments in on the page. That's fine too. Either or, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it bothers me. So you hit him in the comments, just copy paste it. I mean, if you hit him in the inbox, copy paste it in the comments, hit that like button,
Yeah. Share too. Share.
share.
Okay, we those people?
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Okay,
Yeah.
like, share, subscribe. Do we do that?
Yeah.
All right. Wellness check. You guys doing all right? Everybody's good?
Yeah. I'm a little sore. I think I moved like 3 pieces of furniture from my sister, and I'm done, son.
Okay. Which arm is hurting? Okay. All right.
And I say all of them.
Good deal, man.
Well, we brought our special guest, Daxton. I actually work with him. He's just not some random dude off the street.
Or is he?
Still, you know, are you keep?
What?
What do you want?
I'm tired.
Okay, we'll go lay down on the couch.
5 minutes, 51 seconds. Okay. So we've been having some good conversations at work. I was like, well, we talk shit for
We got this thing that we do.
yeah. So invited him on, and we're gonna let him select the topic today.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about social media, specifically online dating, and how that, in my opinion, affects the role of masculinity in society.
So I know we were kind of touching on it earlier. What do you mean by that?
So I don't know if y'all have felt it recently, last 5-10 years maybe. It feels like a man's role specific in society, but specifically within like their family unit, is being degraded. I'd like to say slowly, but it seems like it's pretty quick. What a man's typical role is with his family and to his community is, I feel like, being pretty quickly taken away.
I thought you meant like it's being the average male is being desensitized to being compared to all these supermodel types. You got because saying dating didn't used to be like this. You would have to go out and like you meet somebody at a club or mall or wherever, opposed to online dating. You got everybody's information right here because it looked like you didn't just swipe right or left on this person, but just based off their looks. And you know, so it's a lot of you have to compare yourself. It's a lot of competition out there that you're going against. Like an average person like myself, I'm going against Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, and they all look twice as good as I do, taller, whatever, muscular.
Taller.
Not if I lay down, bitch. Anyway, but it's come to a point where you just. The average person doesn't really have a chance unless you're dealing with a more advanced female that just really doesn't care about this, doesn't care about that. They just want a companion. And you just nowadays it's not so much like that. People are in it for attention.
Do you want to online date? Is that something people are interested in?
Most people nowadays are just looking for a hookup. I mean,
Because you would have to imagine that there's so much fraud and scams that go into this stuff. When the catfishing came around, like a lot of people just you're gonna lie. Why wouldn't you lie? Instead of I know that I'm 5'8", but why wouldn't I just be 6 feet? And I could be this basketball star now because you don't know who I am. I could tell you I'm making 100 figures. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
why would you want an online date? Would be my question.
So I don't think that's part of it, right? And I don't think even if you really want to online date, I think it still affects you, right? So in the past, let's say, I don't know, 20 years ago, maybe even shorter than that, you could be judged on more than just what you can see on your like online dating profile, right? Part of what you brought to the table in a relationship was, the traditional masculine, a stable job, the ability to protect and take care of people. And with online dating, I think it's affecting the way people think about relationships in general. If they can, go online and get attention, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All the attention that they might want, because that's what it's mostly about, right? Is just attention. Like, they don't need to go out and search for that other type of
I think
relationship.
it's more like we're in the age of everybody wants the instant. I think it's maybe the appeal of being able to not now I don't have to stick to my neighborhood. Now I don't have to stick to my block. Now I don't have to go to these clubs. If I'm interested in somebody, it wouldn't matter if they're from Utah and I'm from Texas. If we connect, we connect. And if there's a chance for us to meet up, then we should do, then, I would take that opportunity. I would take that chance. But again,
But I think online dating is kind of like you said, it's putting us in a box. Like, if you're not the best looking dude out there, you can hit somebody with that personality, with that.
It's true.
You hit it with the funny, and you kind of build that relationship. Online dating, you really can't do that. But also, you kind of get put in the box of like, what's your income? How do you look? And you said, that idea of can you provide? It's not necessarily can you provide anymore. It's like, can you fulfill all my wildest fantasies, like flying me out, taking me 4-star, 5-star restaurants,
Have a 20-inch cock.
which you can still pretend that online.
but there's a certain fairness to that, right? Because that's the reason why we date. And we've talked about dating a lot on here to where what are you dating for? If I can skip some steps and go right to hey, what are you looking for? What are you trying to do? What do you want? What do you bring to the table? That's an easy avenue. That's an easy door, right?
But it's unrealistic though.
How so?
I want him to be able to fly me out and do this. If I'm single, yeah. Once you start throwing some kids in the mix, you're not flying out anywhere because your money ain't there.
Even if your money, even if you didn't have kids or something like that, it still don't mean your money is there to be living lavish like that.
Yeah, true. That's what I'm saying. So even say if you just a regular dude, you making $40,000 a year, you get a car payment, you got a nice car, a decent house or an apartment. That's $40,000 don't go that far.
It don't. Then, are you married? You got kids?
I've got kids. I'm not married.
Okay, so are you single?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does affect you dating affect you as a single father? I mean, do you online date or would you just rather
I don't now. I have before.
before you had kids or what?
After I had kids.
Okay,
Yeah.
how does that work? How did that work out?
I mean, it's it's fine. Like you can make it work.
You say date, you mean casually or is it like exclusive?
Casually, mostly. But I think if you wanted to try to make it like an actual thing, to make it exclusive, I think you'd have a pretty hard time doing it.
Yeah. Is it simple for the fact could you have kids or is it like it's just society?
Just in general, what I think happens is it almost sets an unfair standard, right? There are way more women on. This is true about Tinder. I don't know about the rest of them, but there are way more women on that platform.
You know, you have Tinder?
I've seen. I've looked at the. Oh, yeah, I've got a Tinder. I've got a Tinder. Hell yeah. I've used it before too. Shit. But no, I looked up the statistics on it one time, and I think it's like 80% of people that use the app are women. And when they do like studies of people who use the app, not very many people have used it. I think like 12% of people will say, yeah, and I've used the app before. So that's not that many dudes on there, right?
Right.
But what happens is, out of 100 dudes that may be on the app, you know, you get the one guy that may be like professional athlete or whatever, you know, well built, tall, makes a lot of money, and that dude is willing to give his attention to pretty much anybody on there, right? Like he may go down to like a 6 or something.
Yeah.
He can give that person attention just because, right? Because he can. Well, then that woman who got that attention from this like 10 guy, right? Now she's like, oh, I'm getting attention from a 10? That must mean I'm like a 9, right? Or maybe I'm a 10 myself. Or maybe she's not. So then that sets her like bar way up here. And then if she gets attention from someone who's not a 10, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I ain't gonna fuck with that. Like,
All right.
I'm talking to this dude. Like,
All right.
no.
So here, I always like to go back to the beginning when we're talking about things. So what I want to do is I just want to rewind and ask a couple of questions because I guess I'll be old school. I didn't believe in the online dating. I thought it was very strange to meet people online and then to meet them in person. I thought it was bananas. But I had a friend that was doing it, and he convinced me it was kind of all right. And he made it work a couple of times, and I said, okay, maybe that's not so bad. And then some of my other friends started doing it, like, yeah, I'm doing this thing. So when does one come to the decision, like, yo, I'm gonna hop online and get on this dating site and try to see what happens? When do you come to that conclusion? Like, because that has to be a conscious decision to say, oh my God, like whatever's happening out here isn't working or whatever, what have you. Like, what brings you to that?
It's not just one thing.
Okay, enlighten me.
So I got a story. It's kind of cringy. I don't know if I'm gonna tell it, but let me start.
Now,
So anyway, I've done it like online dating when I was in college, and it wasn't like online dating. It was like let's go to those message rooms. She was on. She was in the area, you know, and you do that because your lineup is busy. Your A, B, and C options don't have time for you tonight. So we chilling, drinking, and we go on. We get on the online. There's some people outside of out there in City View. Okay. I don't know. It's a cringy story.
Just tell the goddamn story. Shit.
Nothing happened. Let's just say that.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so we're in an adult chat room, blah, blah, blah. You know, hey, look at a, party. Got beer, got weed, just, kind of just fishing. We got some bites. My homeboy got some bites, and chick, she sent a picture. She was cute. And so she was like, she said she was, so context, like I said, early college. I think I'm 19. I'm 19. We got two 18-year-olds, and my friend, the one that got the bike, he had just turned 18. He got to college early, so this is all our freshman year. And so she says she's 23 with two sisters. One of them 23, 21, and then 18. So, okay, we go pick them up. It's dark outside, super dark. And they get in the car. The first one comes out. I'm like, okay. And then the other two come out. I'm like, they some bitches. they look kind of short. So they get in the car, and I'm looking up like, yo, how old are y'all? And they write off the ages again. So, okay, one had the shortest one had a cowboy hat on. I'm kind of looking. I was like, you sure? I was like, how? It's like, no, we're not driving yet. That's when he had to come pick us up. All right, cool. So we take them back to the dorms. And then get him in some light. And I don't care what, they're young, super young. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, yo. And the one with the cowboy hat, she kept trying to sit on my lap. She was like 4'9". She kept trying to sit. I was like, yo, hey, get out of here. Get out of here. No. And so she started making me uncomfortable. So I left. Anyway, we ended up leaving the one that got the bike with the chick that sent the picture. And he hits me up the next day. He was like, yo, why the hell did you leave? I was like, because the little creepy chick kept trying to sit on my lap. He's like, yo, come to find out, that girl was like 12 or something like that, trying to sit on my lap.
What the fuck?
They had to call her older sister to come pick him up. I was the only one in the car. They had to call her older sister to come pick him up. Older sister tried to kill dude. So the oldest one happened to be 17. 17, 15, and 12. My guy.
What the?
17, 15, and 12. And so I think he kissed the 17-year-old. He's making out with her and couldn't get anywhere. And come out the room, we're all gone. And he's like, oh shit, I need to get y'all home. Blah, blah, dorms. I think it was like 12 o'clock curfew, whatever. You gotta get everybody out. And so they called his sister over there. She come over nice. The sister was actually one that was 23. And that was actually the person, that's the picture she sent.
See,
Yeah, and they look, it's their sister, the 17-year-old kind of looked like her.
right.
But anyway, that's a creepy ass story. But we're out there fishing. And I don't know, the story has nothing to do kind of with it. But it's such, but yeah, that was one of the reasons why we had.
But that's my thing. That's why I've never done any of that online because I've always been just afraid of
So, yeah.
just murder, death, kill. I feel like somebody's gonna, show up, fucking snatch me and put me somewhere and do some crazy shit to me,
or set you up and get you life in prison.
Right. And that type of shit. I'm definitely afraid of this. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the incentive for meeting someone online and then meeting them in person. Like you don't. Today's climate is so. It's bad, and I don't want to say that online. Are you? And it's gonna sound really bad. So I'm not judging, and I don't want to be judged for the next. I'm not judging anyone. So just. I know what you're gonna say. You know what I'm about to say.
For looks.
No, are you desperate?
That hard up.
So at this point, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the incentive? Why are you doing this?
The social skills now are just trash. People, social skills are trash. Like, if we happen to be single, us, because we have mouthpieces.
We do.
We could. We got murdered. You gotta. We will murder the game because nobody has any real social skills. You get hit with a little conversation, you will murder the game.
Okay, so to answer your question,
I knew you were gonna say that.
there have been times that I've used it because, I was desperate. But hold on. I was at the time I lived in a really small town, right? I knew everybody in that
Where
town.
you from? Idaho?
I'm from Granville, stupid.
Ohio. No, this was a small town in Oklahoma, right? Like, I knew everybody in that town.
Say their name.
Nobody, it's Altus. Nobody knows where the fuck that is.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Altus is like 30 minutes from here.
All right, whatever.
Other side of Vernon. What you mean?
Okay.
Yeah, like it was like,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You never heard of my place?
Yeah, let's say I'm
Word.
went to St. John.
Did he tell you
I mean, you might know where it's from.
we were superstars?
Talk about them people. They might not know.
Superstar. I went everywhere to get it. I mean,
Anyway, you can
That's military.
look around where you are, right? So like when I was in Altus, there was people in Vernon, people in Wichita Falls, people in Elk City, like all over the place, right? And if it was for something, I just wanted to go hook up with somebody, right? I could go over there and do that, and then come back and not have to like see them.
Did you ever get like hurt or something like that on that?
No.
so all the hookups were great then.
You need some.
Have you been catfished?
Some threes, some fours.
Have you been
No.
catfished?
No, not at all.
But then,
Everybody I went met on there.
But then,
Was who they were.
weird.
I was gonna say something else. But then, you ain't got no legs.
I thought you were like, but Dan, trying to understand. I do want you as a fan.
That's where I was.
I ain't with the Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, it was fine. It was
And,
fine.
and I know that you said desperate, but that's just for lack of a better word. I think,
Maybe desperate's not the right word.
right. I just think
I mean, it could.
personal.
It just depends on who you're talking about.
There's other things to that too. It's a big story. But
Yeah, because I don't. Again, I've never done it because I'm just definitely my imagination is wild. So I just haven't done it because I fear too much, from disease to murder to someone setting me up. And I'm serious. Like because these things are all shady things. Like even if I'm like, damn, I need to get my rocks off. Let me jump online and say, hey, oh, you 15 miles away. Well, what's your name? Who are you? She could be lying.
yeah.
She could be he. He could be they. They could be them.
I'm not going to say the names. Very close to me. They used to get it online.
No.
Travel up in Lawton, and they having these women fall in love with him. And then he found somebody, he get over there, and he's like, pictures don't look right versus what I'm seeing. And it was like, well, I gotta let you know that, before we go any further,
So, come on.
I'm a man.
No, sir.
You're bullshit. Dude.
Hand to the Lord.
I
Hand
respect
to the Lord.
I respect that, and I don't want to sound this guy. This will sound bad, but you can't. I'll fall in there, and I'm already naked, and then you let me know some information like that.
No, they were. It was like within the 5-10 minutes of them being there.
Steve, that should have
Wait, here's the thing too. If you've ever been on any of these apps, there's people on there. A lot of people on there that will just say that, right? Like right up front. And so like maybe that gives them a place. Like maybe it's hard for them to find people that are interested in that or whatever.
I know
But
one of my friends, and she's a super cute young lady, super cute. She has always just been cool with grabbing dudes online, and that's the part I don't understand. Because in real life, she's a cutie and she's a keeper. She's just a nice young lady. She has a kid, job. She's just a cool individual, but she's always chased these guys online. Like and I had to tell her one time, like, yo, like, stop putting yourself in these situations because they're dangerous. You going all the way to Dallas or whatever it is, and you meeting these dudes on the side of the road or at these hotels or whatever it is that y'all doing, just because you're trying to make some kind of connection. Guys, people are sleazy. People are, and if they figure out that you're a sweetie pie and you're super nice and they can get something out of you, they after it.
But
See, you run a risk of disconnecting yourself from the real world when you're doing this, because you're now infatuated with this world of these fake personas.
so what is she looking for?
Is she,
Is she looking just link up?
She wants a husband.
So I think it's important to say that, like I said originally, if you were looking for a serious relationship, if you were looking for things to go, I don't think that's the way to do it. And I would be,
And why is it advertised that way?
well, because that's what
Some
women
people
say they
can't do
want. That's what women say they want, right?
I see what you did.
That's why it's 80% women.
I see what you did.
I mean, I've never.
Are you saying women don't want what they say they want?
I mean, I mean,
Yeah.
That's been my phrase for a long time. I've
Hey,
said that.
You experience it.
yeah.
You experience, you know, but like he was saying, you know, you have this chick that's a 6 and she's being entertained by a 10. Now her standards are here. She says, I want a good dude. She wants A, B, and C. But then she gets tantalized by this 10 and she's like, yo, why am I selling for just a good dude?
But I keep
Why am I selling it for somebody that works hard, pays his bills, takes care of his kids, when I gotta have somebody that also looks good with muscles, that parties on the weekend?
statistics show that all women who think like that actually already know somebody who fits that description that just don't want them.
Yes. Yeah. But let me go back to what Bro was saying about he thought you were talking about, what was it again? What you thought he was talking about?
Lieutenant Dan.
Dang, I just lost the train of thought.
No, originally when I brought up
Yeah.
how was, you said you thought I was gonna go a different direction. Originally,
How,
The brain freezes on these guys.
but so I feel like social media has created, and I saw this video, so this is not like an original thought, but it makes sense to me. Social media has created the single mother. Like a lot of women, you get online, you can see women bashing men all the time and how they could be independent, how they can take care of the kids, do this, do that. They can be everything in their household.
They can be men.
Yes. Well, they don't need a man because they can be the caretaker and provider. You know, they could have the job and take care of the kids, and it's
Finish.
yeah.
Finish this. Finish
So
this.
it's created this idea that, like he said, that household, that the man role isn't that important. If you can be the breadwinner, she says, I could do for myself. I could take care of myself. I could take care of my kids. It's created a world where women think they do not need.
All right. Okay. Listen. No. Listen. I'm listening to you. We had to say this, and I will say this, and I'm gonna say it on every podcast. We need to get real about that. These independent ladies, it's fine. It's fine. You doing basic shit. As an adult, yes, you're supposed to have a fucking job. As an adult, yes, you're supposed to have your own place to stay. As an adult, yeah, you're supposed to have your own way to get around. But newsflash, at the end of the day, Miss Independent, when you laying in your bed and you by yourself, that shit sucks. I don't care who you are and who you don't want to admit it to. When you by yourself at the middle of the night and you're sick or you're tired, you don't feel well, and you have nobody to roll over and talk to, it fucking sucks and it hurts your feelings. It makes you feel like shit, and we need to talk about that. Stop promoting this BS.
Also,
Sorry.
Also,
Because we need to address that. Because we know because guys, we're on the flip side of that. You think single men are out here partying and having a great time every night? Fuck no. It's
terrible.
It's terrible and it's lonely and it's boring. You go home and you get in your big ass bed and you just look at each side and probably masturbate and you go to sleep because you ain't got shit else to do.
no, even if
I feel attacked.
So even if you're like, even if you have a nice little lineup, those nights when you're option A,
When you
B,
back
C,
zero.
yeah, when you're everything is you got nothing, you're like, dang, I wish I just had somebody to just chill with and watch a movie.
Because you can't. I'm sorry, that stuff it fires me up because you can't. Really, y'all, we've gotten to a point where we're just like bashing relationships and we're bashing good people who want to be in relationships. Being alone sucks. I don't know who said, and there are people out there going, I don't care, I'll just be alone forever. When you 30, 40, 50, and you by yourself, you ain't got nobody to go to Applebee's with.
Yep, but it sounds attractive when you're in your 30s.
No, it doesn't.
And you're getting around like you want to get. Hold on. When you're getting around like you're getting
Make me
around,
sit up on my horse. I'm about to.
so when you're getting around like you're getting around, and you have options, you think, oh man, I don't need to get married. Oh man, I don't need to settle down. I can do this, and still be happy. I need to have my variety. Nobody realizes when you hit 50. I'm 40.
30 days off from being 40.
I'm still sexy, but my sex appeal is not near what it used to be when I was in my 20s.
And there is nothing
When I had
in the
abs
world.
and muscles.
There's nothing in the world like somebody who just love your fat ass for you.
I'm telling
But
you,
how do you explain that in a profile? I mean, whenever you're online and you look and searching for whomever, let's say you search for something serious, do you take those serious profiles seriously?
Hold on, let me take a step back. I've done this before. I don't do it anymore, and I don't like it. I don't like online dating.
Okay.
Like I said, I have experience with it for a short period in my life. I used it quite a lot, but now I don't use it anymore. So, what was your question? Maybe I can answer about when I did use it.
I mean, what were you looking for? Whenever you did? Just hookups or just,
When you see a girl's profile and it says
serious relationship.
looking for serious relationships, no hookups. If that's what you're looking for, keep scrolling. When you see that type of stuff, do you click that?
They never mean that. They just don't want to look slutty. That's what they want to. I'm serious. I've talked to a bunch of them, and they're just like the women that you talk to that are there for hookups. They say the same things, act the same way. You read their profile, and it's like, oh, I want something serious, but they don't act like they want something serious.
I have a Facebook, the Facebook date shit. I've had a few people hook up, few people inbox me and stuff like that, but I never know what to say on that shit. I want to kind of put myself out there, but I'm shy.
I'll coach you through. Shut up, stupid. Dan.
What do you mean, damn, what?
I coached through your Tinder profile.
Some bullshit, dude. You didn't even know me.
Your Tinder, you had your Tinders.
That was before, bro.
Your Tinder profile pictures. Did we not?
Yeah,
Why you dry snitching?
You said spruce them up?
We spruced them up.
You was taking my man's dick pic?
Okay, but
I combed it. I showed her how to comb
Hey,
it.
listen. That's a friend.
he said, hold it this way.
That is a
Oh,
friend.
yeah. Hold it towards the camera.
Right. That's a friend right there.
You don't shave your shit.
Never from the top.
Oh, I got a
No, you're
bush
not
bush.
either. No, you don't. Not as a grown African American.
Like a grown ass man.
No, you.
After I get out the shower, I comb my beard and I comb my balls.
No, you don't. There's no.
Sometimes you can't even see if there's anything in there.
I don't think so.
It's a big ass hair cave.
No, you shouldn't either. Right now, if I stood up, it looked like an elephant trunk.
Hair.
But yep, smooth and fucking flop back.
Oh, are you serious though?
There's no way. There's no way.
I always envision my balls as smooth as eggs. I always envision my shit just.
And I've said before, I don't know how you do that, because if you ever shaved your bald, mine wrinkle up and they shrink, and I can't get to them. It's not a good. It's not a good.
If you ever see me walking and I kind of like out, that means my balls hair connected to my leg
Yes.
hair and got snagged.
And that happens.
Hell no. You shave your shit, Dad?
No, not like every once in a while, but not. I don't let it get to fucking a bush.
My dick is busting.
That might be offensive, man.
Oh yeah, I love all people. Kyrie Irving,
Disclaimer.
yeah, Kyrie Irving got in trouble for that. I love all people.
What did Kyrie say?
You haven't heard that?
We get into that.
He was talking about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that towards the end if we want to put our opinion.
Me personally, again, I'm not bashing anybody that does it. I've seen several attractive people who have been out there fishing online. I don't see the point in it. I just don't.
It's a combination of things.
Not, but it's if you're gonna be hit and miss, I might as well do that with the people I know I'm familiar with.
But everybody ain't as sociable as you.
But people are goofy. They're like, I don't want to date somebody I work with. How do you want to find somebody? If you don't get out,
That is my
if you
other
don't-
thing.
Yo, if you don't get out, you don't get on Tinder, you don't socialize.
I had the exact same conversation with this young man. How you supposed to meet somebody new if you don't do anything new? You're still doing the same old stuff that you've always done. Where are you supposed to meet these people at?
You know. Yeah, are you supposed to go to a bar? Because
They say you gotta go to church.
you scared to go to church. No, and you go. It's obvious you haven't been to church in a while.
No, you go to a bar.
You walk up in any church right now, it's 65 plus years old.
Wow.
The churches around here are old. You ain't getting nobody young in the church.
And if you go to a bar, you know what you get.
Yeah.
You meet somebody out at the bar and you wife them up.
No.
You meet a girl and she let you knock her down the first night. You wiping her up.
No. He sounds like you done this.
You're the first. There's something about you.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. I've never done this before. You just bring something out of me. Oh, do I?
That's all cool and all, but you know, that ain't what you want.
But I think we think like that because we're older.
I think that's what
We had
it is.
kids. Like, even if I was single right now,
I don't want to meet somebody online.
no. I'm going to pull up to you at Walmart. I see you grocery shopping. I'm going to pull up to you and Justy Penny.
I'm telling chicks all the time.
At your age right
You don't need no makeup. None
At
of
my age right now, if I was single, my go-to would be Natural Grocers.
shit. No, Walmart. That's your first.
Walmart, no, Natural Grocers been popping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I ain't never. I never been.
That's the Caucasian guy.
I never been. So I don't know.
I'm happily married, so I don't be looking like that. But I see there's females going in and out.
All right. So
Anyway.
us three, we need to
I'll
get
get you
in.
working.
We need to get
so-
in there.
So Natural Grocers, Walmart, and then like I'm going to like
The mall.
yeah, I'm going to the mall.
He means kidding.
No, I'm going to the mall.
I'm about to say,
and I'm gonna
you know the mall used to.
It used to be.
right, and I'm
fishing in the
gonna,
mall
I'm gonna
now.
chill out at that young adult section where trying to find that chick that's trying to buy that blazer.
No, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. See it from across the aisle.
Yeah, rub the beard down. Yo, miss, you need some help?
So
Do you work here?
going back to what you were saying before you got riled
Yeah,
up.
I did. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You were talking about the single mom, right?
Yeah.
Who thinks they can handle everything on their own. That's whatever. All you're doing is setting yourself up, right, for whatever misery you might have down the road. Where I think it changes and where I think it's really affecting things right now is when kids are involved.
100%.
If they are a single mother, it is a huge detriment to that kid to not have a male figure in their life. They have to find it, from a coach at school.
Listen,
Or but it's men, it's little boys and girls because
And girls.
I think I've said this before, and I'm repeating from what somebody else said. A man shows a young boy how to be a man, and he also shows a girl how a man should treat her,
but here's
and then the same, vice versa with the. You don't know how you're supposed to be treated if you're a young lady without that father figure in your life.
But again, with the online dating, if I'm a single mom's and I got 2-3 little babies, and I'm cool being by myself, but I've been by myself for a while and I need to keep my rocks off, I might turn to this online dating. Like, yo, I got these babies, but I don't want you to meet them. I don't want you to be around them, letting you know my situation. You can come through by midnight, you know what I'm saying, and we can do whatever, and then you get out of here. I'm saying,
I'm just saying,
I can understand that.
Get you a babysitter and you go out.
No, I'm saying typically, and this is just statistics. Typically, single moms have at least 2 or 3 lined up. Somebody always want to bang their guts.
Yeah, because there's men.
I'm just thinking about 6 miles I know.
It's always somebody that want to poke their hole.
Oh, man.
But that's any woman. It doesn't matter if you're single or not.
Yeah, that's true. It's all right.
Everybody wants to, you know.
And that's whatever, but they can't be under the delusion. I don't think that it's like you were saying before. You can do all this stuff, whatever, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be unhappy without thinking about what you're also doing to your kids.
So, if the likelihood of you meeting a good potential spouse is very slim, then again, I'm going to ask, what is the reasoning for even doing the online dating in the first place?
But Christian Mingle, I heard it's the. Hey, I heard they ban 1,000.
They also dropped the MAGA, what was the thing? Where you can meet other folks just like
you
you.
can meet other
They dropped
crazy-
they dropped the MAGA dating
Yeah,
site.
Trump dating app.
Something like that.
Hey, and all they do is grab them by the.
Listen, if that's the kind of man you want, you into that. I'm saying, like, it doesn't, and again, it might just be my age. None of this sounds appealing to me. None of it sounds appealing to me.
And again, like you said, it's your age. When does one meet an epiphany and be like, you know what, this ain't cool no more. I want something.
But I did, though, because I used to think it was creepy and weird. When my friends are doing it, it became acceptable to me because I love these people and I trust their judgment.
I think you're going about this the wrong way because this is nowadays. This is the society we live in. But had this been around when we was in our early 20s,
Yeah.
you man,
Yeah. I'd have a disease.
you would probably be dead.
Man, I'd have a disease.
I'm just saying, like, if it was available to us right there, because it's like handheld, like, right, if it's available to us on tap, we going after it.
College was wild experience.
Hey, just real quick. Every episode, you sort of just drops in just a little bit. Like, this guy right here. Like, are we disgusting? Are we friends?
Nigga, it's no secret that you a slower. Nigga, no
This is
Tamika. Angela.
Nigga, everybody knows you.
I just think it's weird.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
No, not if you did it once or twice, but you constantly do it.
I'm not constantly doing that.
Yeah, you do. You got something you want to tell me? I get it. Okay, listen. For those who don't know,
This is what he's saying. Yo, John, there used to be handouts. Now you're just selfish. I'm gonna keep dry snitching until things change.
if you listen, the well dried up. I'm a different person now. I can't help you with that. I mean, I guess I could, but I know you. You wouldn't take the love.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't take the love.
I want to rock your shit. Is that what you're telling me?
No, none of y'all can beat me.
Stop it. Keep your angst over there.
Dan, none of these niggas can beat me.
Dan, we do this all the time.
Dan,
I would have mopped the floor.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He had to come with it. He had to get this weight and bring it.
Bruh, it does. I can be 100 pounds lighter and still have this weight.
Nah, you'd have to bring a sack lunch and a Snickers.
And I have it ready all the time. And a hard hat.
Snickers
Or the
peanut
White
butter.
Sox.
You'd have to get a Snickers peanut butter.
Dan knows coding. He's gonna create a time machine.
And hey, listen, when you do, we gonna go back and help me from being such a, what you said, snore?
Yeah. Nothing can help that. Not even time.
You got some resentment on me for knocking out so many hoes?
Absolutely.
That's fair. That's fair. Had some good ones in there.
You did.
Hopeless.
And I was there.
Yeah, you was. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
You said so many. You got a number?
There was.
About 4 kids.
There is a number. That number.
He don't even know the fucking number. He say he do.
There is a
He
number.
say he do. He don't know the number.
I don't know.
I mean, it'd be kind of weird if you like actually like that's number 43. Like that's.
Yeah, times 43, baby.
I went through it before in my head, and I've actually wrote it down once. So
How long ago was that? 15 years ago?
I was like, no, it was like 7 years ago. Because there's this particular person I wanted to tell actually, and right before I told her, she did some dummy shit.
So did you end up telling her?
No, I just
Was that your excuse for not telling her?
no. She's not ready to receive that information, and I'm not ready to give it to her anymore. She didn't deserve it.
It wasn't for you though.
It was.
That's
for him. That's
a
part of
yeah.
him.
Was it for him?
That's something personal. She wanted something from me, something personal.
Yeah, that's like saying if you're a boxer,
Do you share your number?
No.
Have you shared your number?
I know a ballpark.
Have you ever shared your number?
Yeah.
He's white though. It's 3.
My number is probably a lot lower.
He ain't bad. Ain't 7.
It's like 5. 5, Bob.
But do you have a low number?
It's single digits. Yeah.
Single digit. How old are you?
31.
Yeah, he has a lot of judgment. You just
Listen. Listen. Nah. Single digits at 31? You're not meeting another dude
Hey.
like that.
That is pretty good.
But you gotta look at him. Hey, I know
You gotta look at him.
Look at the whole
Stop insulting my guy.
Pause.
He's never coming back on the
Hold
show.
on. Hold on. He has the beard now. You gotta see him beardless. It's not
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
The beard, hey, he looks like a good 7 right now without the beard. He's probably.
Damn.
A good 2? Oh, man, put you.
Damn, I can't shave ever again. Shit.
You see Garrett bearded without beard.
That's true. That's true. Again, just to kind of close it out.
Well, let me clear something up. I'm sorry, John. I'm not trying to call you out on your bullshit, but I am at the same time.
Hey, that is a hell of an apology.
Yeah.
Let me take another jab at you while I say sorry.
Right.
I'm just being honest. You want me to be honest? You know, y'all know me. I'm transparent. as fuck.
You keep doing it every episode.
Hey, I feel like you're full of shit. You want me to say something or not say something? You can just say I'm not.
He's just saying, don't say something. And you're like, okay.
We talk about this every podcast. It'll be talking about you, be like, but this thing. Like,
I ain't saying specifics. I'm just saying that I feel like you full of shit. I ain't saying enough to be like, hey,
All right.
who was this guy did this?
Since we're wrapping this up, do we want to jump into that Kyrie thing?
No.
Gosh, I want to though.
No. No, but he can participate in the bonus rules if you want. You want to stick around for the bonus?
I don't
Yes.
know. Yeah, yeah.
Really fucked up.
We'll
For you not to want to say that.
Nah, no. It's just because, y'all know how I feel about that type of stuff. I just think it's, no, it's just,
No, we'll cut. Right. Okay.
listen,
Appreciate you watching.
yep, I'm broke.
I'm broke.
Kmart.
Dan.
We gonna work on at least he did more than our other friend that came.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah? Yeah, you know who you are.
All right. Yeah, good.
And we